Y'all wonder why I'm in a happy mood, man. It is Daredevil night, y'all. It's lit. I'm in a really good mood, man. I'm in a really good mood, bro. It's Daredevil time. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it, man. How you guys doing today? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So it's funny, y'all, because I think these next few days are going to be weird. Number one, because there's a rumor going out that tomorrow that there is big Marvel news dropping that is bigger than RDJ's Doctor Doom. I know that might sound insane to you, but it's very true. So that right there sounds insane, and I'm kind of just questioning what am I going to do with that news? You know, because apparently it's supposed to drop tomorrow morning, which means that it's going to go to a big, news station, I guess, and that this news is going to drop. And the question is, what is it? I thought about what that news could be. The big news dropping tomorrow. Part of me thinks it could be a T'Challa recast, which is what I would want. I would love a T'Challa recast. Another part of me think it could be something with the X-Men. They could have the whole X-Men casted, right? We've been hearing about rumors about the X-Men being cast all this time. The X-Men could be fully casted and prepared to go. I don't know. But this is for someone to say it's bigger than RDJ Doom, then those are pretty bold words to say. You know what I mean? Those are pretty bold words to say. So some people think that it could be, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, and the crew coming back. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, we all know they're coming back anyway. But an announcement would be cool. I don't know. But all in all, man, the MCU is seems like they're cooking right now, and I'm pretty excited for what's to come, man. But how are you guys doing, man? What's popping? What's going on? We are here for the Daredevil Born Again watch party. We're doing 2 episodes tonight, man. We're getting 2 episodes tonight. So this is a really big deal, man. 2 episodes is crazy. So I'm pretty excited about that. Obviously, we at the end of the last episode, we saw Daredevil training. We saw Kingpin training, right? They're both kind of going down the same road to an extent, but on different sides, So that's also freaking cool. Man, I'm hyped for Daredevil, bro. Hyped for Daredevil. So yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about this. But we got 10 minutes left. So yeah, man, I don't really know what's going to happen this next episode. I'm kind of avoiding rumors and news and all that. I'm pretty sure I can come up with something, right? But yeah, man, it's lit. It's pretty lit. Pull up my time clock here for you guys. But yeah, man. But how are you guys doing, man? I just want to know how you guys doing. What's popping? What's crack-a-lacking? Because we are entering a very good time with the Daredevil. I'm really enjoying this show, by the way. I really am enjoying it. And the weird thing is that it's crazy to me that the viewer numbers are low because the show is so good, man. The Daredevil Born Again has been so good, and it looks like maybe either this episode or the next episode that we're going to see tonight, we're going to see Daredevil back in action. Which, as fans, we should all be excited about Daredevil being back in action. So we're in for a treat, man. We're in for a treat. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about this show. You guys understand, man? I've been waiting all day to get home from work and to cover this show with you guys and watch this show. Doing this watch party has been really the highlight of my week. I ain't gonna lie to you. So yeah, man, I am pretty excited and pretty hyped. It's something right now. I'm just checking to see if the episode will pop up early. Obviously they won't, but I'm so excited for this, guys. So all right. Back to this MCU news that could drop that's apparently bigger than RDJ's Iron Man. I mean, could it be? I mean, look, Avengers versus X-Men, that would be bigger, but why would they do that? Don't they want to get fans excited for Secret Wars? Could that news that's bigger than RDJ, Doctor Doom, that's coming out tomorrow, could it be Marvel Studios confirming the concept art that leaked? That's another good one. What if they confirmed? What if they confirm all the concept arts that leak, and then they oh my gosh, excuse my stutter, and then they end up doing something like maybe a Battle World on freaking a Battle World saga, where we get a bunch of movies on Battle World. Another interesting thing, maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here some things, but I do think that if it's an announcement bigger than RDJ's Iron Man or RDJ Doctor Doom, it has to be something to do with the X-Men or with some of the old cast returning. And then look what happened a few days ago, right? Elizabeth Olsen says she's not going to be in Avengers. We all know she's lying. because we all know how the Marvel Studios NDAs work. That like that when you get a role, you have to deny it. So we know that's a thing. So it's like, who's lying and who's not, right? These are questions that need to be answered. Marvel Studios. So it could be a slew of things when it comes to news, man. But then again, is Wanda Maximoff coming back bigger than RDJ's Doctor Doom? No, it's not. No, it's not. And that's why I said, my assumption at this point is that it has to be something to do with the X-Men. Like, is Jonathan Majors coming back? Probably not. I'm just thinking about all of the questions that people ask me. I don't think Jonathan Majors is coming back. Could it be Tom Cruise Iron Man? That would be bigger than RDJ Iron Man. That would. Could it be Denzel's playing Magneto? I'm not the biggest fan of it. Not gonna lie. I like my Magneto being a Jewish male, because he uses the struggles that he went through and the Holocaust, and he uses his discrimination for being a mutant. He uses that to drive his anger towards humans. So could it be Denzel as Mags? That will be bigger than RJ Doctor Doom. It would be. That will cause the world to go crazy. So I don't know, man. I just don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I am. As I said, y'all, I'm excited for this news tomorrow. And I think I just blurted out all the news that came in my possible mind. Let me think. Yeah, I think that the best way you do this is you go with the Young Avengers. I think that's the best way of doing it. Or not the Young. I do not want to see the Young Avengers. I take that back. Sorry, the best way to do this is you confirm the concept art from Avengers. You confirm it, and then you tell us that we're getting a Battle World series. That's what I want. And then after the Battle World series, you announce that the old Avengers are coming back, and then I'll be happy. That's all I want, man. That's all I freaking want. And if they do that, I will cry. Because look, we are getting an Ironheart show, which no one wants to watch, by the way. That show's gonna bomb. That show's gonna bomb hard. And look, guys, I'm gonna have to waste my precious time to cover that trash with you guys. Just being honest here. I don't always want to watch everything, So yeah, man, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a pain to watch that. But once we get through that, hopefully we can get to some good stuff. And then check this out, guys. After the Fantastic Four, I'm having a baby. Okay, I'm having a son. So we're going to have to see what happens after that, because I might not be able to live stream late night like this for a while, man. So hopefully, this is my hope. Hopefully, there's no crazy shows that come out, during that time, because I'm more than sure my wife wouldn't be as happy if I go and live stream at like 9:00 when I have a baby. But yeah, that's my soapbox right now. But as I said, man, I am really excited to freaking watch this show. And it is 9:55. We have 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go on the internet and we're gonna read some stuff about Daredevil Born Again episode 4. Let's see. Or episode 5 and 6. Sorry. Let's go and search up some stuff. Let's see. Daredevil Born Again episode 4. Or I keep saying 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see. What is this? I don't know what that is. Okay. This has not. Oh, they just gave a spoiler. And I'm not going to be able to talk about that. Okay, so they did drop a trailer. They dropped like a mid-season trailer. So we're gonna watch that before we start the show. Let me pull this up. Let's see. Let's share this. All right, you guys see this, right? All right, let's see what we got. Let's go. We're gonna go Daredevil Born Again trailer. Okay, let's watch that. Oh, the fucking earth. Whoa.
When I was a kid, I thought God had given me a special destiny. Like a mask and a purpose could save me. My mistake was thinking I was immune to the darkness. It's hard
hard to come to terms with their violent nature.
Tough guy, huh?
Not at all. It's time to embrace your true self.
Well, that's violent. How many of you think in that scene that is Muse killing his girl? How many of you think that? That's what I think. What if Match crash out because Muse kills his girl? Would you guys like that? I forget her name. But I think Muse is gonna kill her. I need to find my notepad because that's what I write. Oh, there we go. Okay. Boom. There we go. This is where I've been writing all of my notes via the episode. Yes, I write. Okay, I write down stuff on paper when we cover this stuff, man. I'm old school in that way. It's just easier for me to grasp. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You feel me? From 1 to 10, what would you give Daredevil Born Again right now? From 1 to 10, I would give it an 8. I would one of my biggest pet peeves one of the things that I hate about superhero stuff is when they avoid the costume. Because if you're a superhero, I think you should wear your costume. But I'll be honest, it hasn't bothered me much. And it hasn't bothered me much because the writing is so good. So I would give this an 8. I think the writing is the strength, and when we get good action, it's just gonna make the watching experience even better. You know what I'm saying? So I really am enjoying the show, honestly. It's the first show I really enjoyed in a while. And I wish I did a watch party for Your Friendly Neighbor Spider-Man, but for some reason I didn't. I don't even remember why. But no, I am enjoying the show, man. I'll give it an 8. And given good action and stuff like that, it could easily become a 9 in my eyes. So, and this is given the fact that I didn't like the last season of Daredevil because I didn't like it because he took away the costume, man. And you could give me your reasons why he did that could make sense. I don't care, bro. Daredevil is a superhero that wears red, dude. And if he doesn't wear red, even if it's black, he's still wearing the Daredevil costume. And my coach always says, like, they had to cater to older audiences, but dude, they did the suit and people liked it. So why would you come on? Let's see if it changes after the 2 episodes. Yes, let's see if it changes. Hopefully, it's not bad. Which I don't think it'll be bad. All right, let's see. Oh, we got him up, baby. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me pull this up here. All right, all right. Now the episodes are out. What we do here when we do watch parties, I'll show you guys the clock that I have because that is going to show the timestamp of what I'm watching, and we press play at the same time. So I'm pulling up my clock screen right now. All righty. So we are going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off to the races. And we do not skip recaps, y'all. We do not skip recaps. Yo, the Daredevil theme music just sounds so good in my ears, Pauls. I love this theme. So dark. Really? Wow. That's a dope name drop. Oh, this is awesome.
I want to see my tail. I want to see my tail.
What? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. What's good, bro? We're on episode 6, man. We're on episode 6, and we are 4 minutes and 2 seconds in. Whoa, this is dope. What? Whoa. Now we're talking money, baby. Let's go. I've been waiting for this all season, baby. Oh my gosh, he's suited up. Oh. Wow, man, this is amazing, bro. Whoa, what an episode, man. Bro, whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, what a heck of an episode, bro. Hey, yo. Man. What a heck of a freaking episode, man. Shout out to Charlie Cox, Marvel Studios, and the gang. Man. How do you guys feel, man, about this episode? I think this episode was amazing. I enjoyed every second of it. And I am happy about this episode, man. All right. We're going to break down this episode. I got some notes here. We're going to break down episode 5 and 6. And then I'm gonna hop off here and put out my reaction. But my reaction, this episode is amazing. Both episodes are good. Obviously, the 5th episode was a filler, but I thought it was a good filler. And the sixth episode just brings us back into the world that they're in. And boy, oh boy, do they do it in a great way. So let's talk about episode 5. So episode 5 opens on St. Patrick's Day, and we see Matt Murdock meeting with Kamala Khan's father, who works at the bank. And her dad obviously tells Matt about, Miss Marvel. And basically what happened was, Matt is applying for a loan to expand his business, his whole law thing that's going on, but he does get denied. And it seems like Matt's getting denied by a lot of banks for that. And while he walks out, we see one of Kingpin's guys, or really one of Luca's guys, they, excuse me, Man, they basically come into the bank to rob the bank. Like, dude, it's like a group of people want to rob the bank. And we also see that, Matt can hear what's going on while he's on the phone. I'm pretty sure he was talking to his business partner, and he tells her, yo, call the people, call the cops. And then he ends up going back in there, and we end up seeing, obviously, Angie Kim, which was super cool. It was cool to see her in there. And she popped up because she is a detective, obviously, or I think she's like a captain. I think she's a captain, which is cool. And we see Matt. He just walks in the bank, so now he's inserted himself into this robbery. So Matt does what he does. He gives all these talks, and he asks to go to the bathroom. And when Matt goes to the bathroom, he puts one of the lackeys to sleep. And he then goes and saves Kamala Khan's father, because basically what happened was Kamala Khan's dad, he said that he knew the code to the vault, but he didn't, because the manager was not there. But he did it to try to save the people, you know what I'm saying? So Matt was like, just go to the vault and I'll meet you there. And Matt ends up, opening the vault using his hearing. And then we end up seeing that inside the vault, there's not really money, but they found a gem that was probably worth the $1.8 million or whatever it was. And so Matt ends up taking the gem back up to the robbers, and he gives the gem to the robber. But the funny thing is, it's not actually the gem, it's a butterscotch and a thing, but it's kind of a trick, right? And so what happened was, the guy that was kind of leading the robbery, he ends up escaping, and Matt Murdock ends up catching up with him, and they get into a brutal fight. Matt puts on a mask and they fight, and Matt Murdock, it looks like at first like he's trying to get back in the swing of things because he hasn't fought in a while. But we see Matt Murdock break his leg and knock him out. And then that's kind of, how the episode ends. And then it ends with, obviously the robbers looking at the gym, and the girl who took the gym, she found out that there wasn't a gym. And so then at the end of the episode, we see Mr. Khan invite Matthew over for dinner. And this is setting up Miss Marvel and Daredevil probably teaming up in the future, and she's possibly going to pop up in season 2, which I think would be cool, because I am a Kamala Khan fan, and I think that Miss Marvel is a dope show, so that'd be cool. Now let's get to episode 6. So one of the things that's dope is that we end up seeing Swordsman, and he's basically so there's this news cycle that kind of flows throughout the show, and we see a video of Swordsman fighting. He has on a mask, which is cool. And so then we also end up finding a dead body by the river. And obviously, it's Muse, because if you don't know, Muse drains the blood of people, and then he uses it for paintings. But obviously, there's residue. So, and when I say that, there's going to be dead people that's going to be just laying around the city, because he's a serial killer. And where else do you put the dead bodies? I will burn them, but that's his thing, or at least just drown them. But maybe that's his message. I don't know. But we also hear Matt, and he's kind of like up in the morning after being with his girl, and he's looking at Foggy's death card, and he's quoting scripture, which I thought was cool. And while he's quoting scripture, Matt Murdock is reflecting on his past. Basically, they're showing us everything that's happened this season so far. And we also see that one of Kingpin's boys, Luca, he popped up in the mayor's office. And this was, about the whole 1.8 million that Luca owed one of Kingpin's other guys in their little circle because of some beefs. And Kingpin tells him, he's like, and so Kingpin's like, yo, I need you to pay the 1.8 mil. And Luca's like, yeah, nah, that's not happening, bro. I'm not paying him the 8 mil. And so Kingpin says, since you want to be disrespectful, I'm gonna make that 1.8 mil 2 million or 2.1 or something like that, or 2.8, I forget. And then Luca was like, yeah, like, that ain't happening, bro. You need to stay in your lane. You're in politics now. You're old. You're out of this. Just disrespecting Kingpin. And so what has happened now is Kingpin is being viewed as weak, and you could tell Kingpin is visibly frustrated, because he used to have sauce back then where if he said it, it got done. It's not like that anymore. And if you don't know why, if you watch the earlier seasons, Kingpin was a master crash out. Okay. Like, if you piss Kingpin off, he's beating the crap out of you until you die. And I'm not saying with a weapon, by hand, he's beating the crap out of you. And it was just, and in my opinion, Kingpin has the best crash outs in Marvel history. So let's go back to the story. So someone from the mural cleaning company, they end up going to Kingpin and telling him that the mural was made out of blood, because he couldn't really scrub it off. And so he had to run a diagnostics test on what that paint was, but it was blood. And so we also found out that Hector was investigating Muse when he was, and which could probably explains why Hector ran to the subway so fast, because he knew that something weird was going on there. And so Hector's niece ends up telling Matt this, and she's also on to Muse too, telling Matt, yo, like, I need to, like, I need you to try to do something so we can figure out what's going on. And Matt's just like, yeah, nah, like, we got to get the cops involved. And then Hector's niece is like, you know what, like, if you're not going to do it, then I'm going to do it myself. So obviously we know where she's going. She's going to find Muse. But the funny thing is, we all not even funny, but we also see two girls, right? They're kind of drunk walking out of a club down the street, and they see Muse kind of spray painting, and they ask Muse for a picture with them, and Muse takes them, like physically takes them. So then we go from that. And look, all these scenes are kind of jumping back and forth. That's why I'm jumping so quickly. So then we also go to Kingpin again, and something that we see is that Kingpin is at this dinner where he's talking to all of these elites because of the fact that he wants them to pay for the whole docking thing that he wanted to do. And we end up actually seeing him talking to swordsmen, which is dope to see as well, because he's obviously a rich elite in New York. And we just see that a lot of people think that his port project is a con because he's gotten rich off of the ports when he was the king of crime, and so he was really rejected by everyone. And the reality is that the people might love Kingpin, but the rich elites, they see Kingpin as he truly is, which is a criminal. You know what I mean? So obviously they're not really feeling him. And so we then go to Matt Murdock being told about Muse again by one of his boys down at the down at his law firm. And his boy tells him there's a serial killer going around, kind of confirming what Hector's niece was going through. And so Matt's just kind of like, darn, like, what do I do? And then his boy's like, let the cops do their job. So we go from that scene to we see Kingpin being told, right? Because Kingpin gets called out to his car. He tells Vanessa, tell everybody that honestly I'm sorry that I gotta go, and then I'm sorry. And so we see that those two girls that Muse took, he killed them and put them out just on the public street dead with a painting. And so they show Kingpin that, and then Kingpin's pretty pissed off. And so we see what Kingpin does to solve this. So we see that Kingpin has handpicked a task force, and he meets, and we see him meeting with this task force. And obviously, if you don't know what the task force is, this is the anti-vigilante task force. And we see Kingpin give a really compelling speech. They're not going to have any body cams. They're kind of going to be like messing with the law a little bit more, but they're doing it to try to find this Muse guy, and to figure out what's going on. And so that's going to be crazy for next episode. But anyways, back to the story. Right? We also see Hector's wife call Matt Murdock because she's like, I don't know where my niece is. And Matt knows that she basically told him that she was going to find Muse. So Matt's just like, he dials 911, and while they're on the phone, he's like, you know what? I got to do it because 911 ain't going to do nothing. So he suits up as Daredevil, and we see Daredevil. You know what I mean? So, and it was just dope seeing him suit up and, be able to glide and stuff. It was fun. And we also see, that Muse did get to Hector's niece, and he was kind of holding her in the air while she's unconscious. And we see Muse start to drain her blood. And that whole scene was just disgusting. How it was nasty. And what happens is we see Kingpin and Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, kind of have two different coming to Jesus moments as characters. So we see Kingpin coming down kind of like this under bunker thing with an axe in his hand. And obviously he's going to Vanessa's dude, basically like Vanessa cheated on Kingpin with this guy that Kingpin was holding hostage. He brings an axe down to him. And we see something interesting happen, right? We see that Kingpin throws the axe at him, and he was like, I want you to use this against me. And so obviously we are about to witness a Kingpin crash out. So while that's happening, we also see Muse, as I said, he starts to drain her blood, and we see Daredevil start to fight Muse, and we see Kingpin and Daredevil fight at the same time. Not each other though. So Kingpin is fighting Vanessa's like lover boy, and obviously Daredevil's fighting Muse. So Kingpin's crashing out, which is, as I said, you guys gotta watch it. It's the greatest crash out ever. Like, it brings back the old school Kingpin where he's yelling uncontrollably and just letting all of his anger out. And mind you, this is probably anger built up from Luca and from the whole political event he had where he got denied and called a criminal. So all that crash out is just channeling that. And so we see that happen, and we are kind of watching them both kind of crash out to an extent. Daredevil, and then in the end, they both get what they want, right? Daredevil saves Hector's niece, but Kingpin also kills Vanessa's lover boy. So now we see both of these characters return to their true selves, which is Kingpin being a villain and Daredevil being Matt Murdock being Daredevil. So this is a really good crossroads for both of these characters and where they are in their story, because it took a while for them to figure out like who they are at heart. And it seems like, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock knows he's Daredevil. And Fisk I think he's realizing his true nature, which is wanting to kill, wanting to do crime, wanting to, kill and take out his anger on people. I mean, that's who Kingpin is. When you piss Kingpin off, you will pay. And I feel like him not, retaliating to people was getting to his head. And this was him taking out his anger, because honestly, I thought that at the end he was going to crash out on Luca, because obviously he was talking crazy to him, but obviously that did not happen. So yeah, man, I think this is a really good, episode. Episode 6 was is might be my favorite episode so far, to be honest. I loved it. So I would love to hear what you guys thought about it though. So please, as I said, please love, like, and comment. We'd love to see how you guys feel. But yeah, man, this episode was great. I enjoyed it, and I feel like, we are about to get some fire episodes going forward. And I can't wait to see Frank Castle's Punisher come out. And I think the anti-vigilante task force is going to make him come out. So, and because of the fact that they're trying to find Muse. So I love this. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And peace out, y'all. Have a great night. Peace.